Well, that used to be a collard plant, and it's pretty much gone. Let's see what happened. What's up, everybody? It's Letitia with Barefoot Gardening. I hope that you're doing well. So here is a bed of collard greens that I planted way back in the late spring, and yeah, there's a lot's going on. So we've gotten some rain, and a couple of days I neglected the garden because I was helping other people and I was lazy. And so anyway, because of the rain and treating, and then it rains again, you know, every time it rains you have to treat again, with, especially if you're an organic gardener or trying to garden with using less chemicals in your garden. So I love BT, and that's what I use, but again, if it rains, it's gone. And so if you don't stay on top of things, this could happen. So I have several plants here, probably about, let's see, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5, maybe about 20, a little bit less than 20 plants in this bed of collard greens. And the worms, okay, so a butterfly has come. Well, look at there, look at this. I didn't even see that. Hold on, let me see if I can get in there. This caterpillar just climbing on down. But there's been some type of butterfly that has laid eggs, and so now we have the little larvae eating away at the collards. So I've clipped most of it off, and I'm going to try to give it a chance to grow back. Collards are pretty resilient. Greens are pretty resilient plants, and you know, we're going to just see what we can do. The middle of the plant, I've talked about these worms before and how to treat them. And this guy looked like he's reaching for the leaf there, but can't quite get it. I don't know. So I'm gonna get him in a second, and he's got to go. But you know, again, if you don't stay on top of things, then this is gonna happen. Now, if you check the middle of the plant, typically that's where they like to hide out. And if they're not already taking over the plant and all on the back of the leaves. So here are the worms that I'm talking about, okay? And they start out really green and you can barely see them, and then as they grow they change color and the such. So you can tell that in the middle of this plant I've clipped off a few leaves, but the middle of the plant is where the new growth comes from. And he's working his way over there. So you know, but you can tell all the little speckled stuff, that's poop from the worms. So if you see all of that, then you have some worms. You definitely have some worms going on there. Okay, so here's the guy again. That's what he looks like. These are the corporates here. This one I clipped all the way down and left a little bit in the middle. Hopefully it'll come back, but typically they do. That's why I'm not freaking out. This plant I cut a little bit off around, but you see how many worms. So I'm just gonna have to pick those off. I sprayed, but you know, if you don't get them off of there, they're just gonna keep eating till they die. So some of these may be on their way to death because I sprayed the BT, but you know, they're just gonna keep eating away. So you really do, I'm learning that you just need to pick them off if you see them. Here's another plant. It's not as bad, and it looks like the further back I go in the bed, they're not as bad, but there's still a little bit of damage toward the front of the bed. Yeah, they got me good. So anyway, let me show you the remnants of these little suckers with all the foliage, the vegetation that I cut off the plants. Okay, so here's all the leaves I cut off the plants. And I mean, clearly you see all the poo, right? That is worm poop. Turn over the leaf. I don't see any worms there, but here are some, you see? And they just stay there and eat all day long. Look at this poor leaf. I mean, almost a skeleton, right? Look at these leaves. Pitiful. But I mean, if you look close, you can see all the worms. Look at there. Yeah. So these worms were probably laid by the cabbage moth. It's that white butterfly that you see in your garden and you think it's beautiful and oh, it's a pollinator. Well, yes and no, because this guy they seem like they're just born to lay eggs. And this used to freak me out, you all, to be able to do this. I feel like a superhero when I have anything on my hands. I know these are sandwich gloves, but that's all I had on me. So, but when I have gloves on, I feel like a superhero. And I could just touch and do anything. Look at all those. Yeah, so, I mean, completely, I mean, just poo everywhere. Look at all of that poop. So, oh, there's a green one right there. See them? And then they turn color as they get older. Yeah, so decimated, right? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's not a complete loss. We're just going to do what we got to do and trying to get these guys to grow back. But I thought I would just share, you know, there are always casualties in the garden and things that we have to adjust to, especially if we are going to garden with using less chemicals or no chemicals. And you know, it's just a task. It's a task. I'm really considering row cover, or some people call it, I mean, it is insect netting. There's just people call them different things. Next year. And because I hate that. Y'all see how I didn't get that caterpillar when I saw it, and now he's somewhere. I don't know where he's at. I should have got him before when I saw him. But I'm gonna spray again. It is supposed to rain today, so I won't spray until probably tomorrow, and then we'll try to see if they grow back. So thank you all so much for watching. I just wanted to share that with you. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and please share. Like, we're all just trying to help each other here and grow food. And also, if you don't mind, check out the description. You can follow me on Instagram at BearFruit Grow LLC. You can also follow us on Facebook and join the community group there called BearFruit Gardening. And there's just all kinds of things going on right now, and I'm excited to bring some announcements to y'all very, 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 very soon. I mean, when I tell you my mind has been blown the past 2 weeks, I can't even tell you. So I'm gonna tell you though. Just waiting on the right time to do that. So stay tuned, and I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye.